Well, I'm going to spend a little bit of time on the meaning and power of music. I say a little bit because I assume you all really believe truly that music is an important part of being a human being, or else you wouldn't be here today. But I like to address it because the part of the power of music in children's lives that has gotten the most publicity, that is its ability to increase IQ levels and spatial reasoning and language skills and things like this, to me is the most insignificant part of why music is important in all people's lives, but particularly in children's lives. What is absolutely clear to me as a teacher is that music lessons is a really important part of developing powerful life skills. A book I just finished reading, I actually left it at home, is called How Children Succeed. It's by Paul Tough. And topics he talks about in there that just come up again and again in the research are things like skills like the ability to have grit, stick-with-itedness, and the ability to have self-reflection, to be able to attempt something and evaluate how you did on it and try it again. Things like discipline, the ability to plan for how you're going to approach a task and do that on a regular day-to-day basis. So all of these things are obviously deeply transferable to life skills, and this is one of the reasons why I believe that long-term involvement in music lessons tracks much better to success in college, success in a career, success in even relationships, because this was a test, actually, a study that the ACT Corporation, the people who designed the SATs and the ACTs, did, where they tracked people who had a major involvement in something like music lessons and compared that with people, say, who had very high test scores and people who had very high grades. And the only one of those three things that correlated well to a broad range of success in life was major involvement in an extracurricular activity such as music. I think another really even more important part of being a musician is just to have a deeply human experience of life. I mean, there are many people who believe that music is a primal language that goes beyond what we can say with words. I certainly feel that way. And that when we inevitably are faced with life's tragedies or life's joys, that it is a language that we can use and that we are giving our children to use to get at those parts of themselves that they can't express just through words. I had the misfortune of having a couple people close to me ask me to come and play for them in their hospital rooms when they were dying of cancer. And it was very hard, but in some ways it was a more meaningful thing than I could get at through words. Of course, before I got into this, I was a gigging musician. I played at hundreds of weddings, full expression of it. But, another big part of it is just playing in my own room, when I'm happy or sad or getting at, just being me. And then another one that I sort of touched on there is that music is a gift that we give to ourselves, but it's a gift that comes with some kind of obligation to give back to our world. It's something that I try to communicate to all of my students, that you have this great gift to make a difference in people's lives.